In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up an outbound AI voice agent system which will help you call hundreds and thousands of leads by just clicking a simple button. All you have to do is upload the list of leads you want to call and then click on call the list, and the AI voice agent is going to call them one by one and speak with them one by one. It will use the exact same script that you define, and it will have a nice tone and persona that follows your business guidelines. Before we begin, let me show you how the voice agent actually sounds. So we are going to assume that I, as a customer, reached out to the business on Instagram, and now the voice agent is calling me to convert me into a lead, or basically enroll me in a demo class. Okay, so I'm getting the call.
Hi, this is Maya from GoFit. Am I speaking with Jenny?
Yes, it's Jenny this side.
Oh, hey Jenny. Thanks for picking up. Is now an okay moment to chat for a minute? Or are you in the middle of something?
No, I'm available. We can chat.
Lovely. That makes it easy. You'd sent us a message through the Instagram ad about our yoga class, and I'm just following up on that. Are you still interested in trying a class out with us?
Yeah, I'd be interested.
Nice. That's good to hear. We actually run a free Saturday session where you can look around, do a quick fitness check, and then try a class like yoga with no card or commitment. Would you be up for coming in this Saturday?
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Brilliant. That'll work nicely. We've got a spot on Saturday morning. Would you rather come in around 9 in the morning or a bit later, closer to 11?
11 would work, I think, yeah.
Great. 11 it is. So I can get that held for you properly. What's the best email address to send your confirmation to?
You can send it to jenny@gmail.com.
Oh, nice. That's easy. Just to check, I've got it right. Is that jenny@gmail.com?
Yes, that's correct.
Perfect. Thanks for confirming. Just so our trainer knows what to plan for you on Saturday, what are you mainly hoping to get out of the yoga class? More relaxation, flexibility, fitness, or a bit of everything?
A bit of everything, relaxing and flexibility. Yeah, a bit of everything.
Lovely. That sounds spot on for yoga. Is there anything you're at all nervous about before coming in? Or do you feel pretty comfortable just giving it a try on the day?
No, I'm all ready.
That's great. Sounds like you're all set. So you're booked in for this Saturday at 11 in the morning, and I'll send the confirmation over to jenny@gmail.com now. See you Saturday, Jenny. Enjoy the rest of your day.
And that is what we will be building by the end of this video. Even if you have never set up a system like this before, even if you're a complete beginner, you should be able to set up an AI voice agent as good as the one I just now shared if you watch this video till the very end. For anyone watching my video for the very first time, hi, my name is Yashica. I have been working in the no-code AI space for a little over 2.5 years now. I run my own company, Automates AI, wherein we've helped numerous businesses automate their manual processes using AI. And we've had the privilege of setting up several voice agents, inbound, outbound, for different use cases across different industries. And in this channel, I cover what I know. So if you are interested in the no-code AI space, in voice AI, agentic AI, don't forget to subscribe. In this video, I'm going to show you the easiest way of setting up a voice agent that is not only good, but also cost effective. Because if we think of setting up a voice agent, it has multiple components to it. Things like telephony, speech to text, text to speech, inference, AI, phone number, integrations, etc. And if you try to set them up one by one, it's actually a headache. One thing breaks and your entire voice system collapses. If I talk about third-party platforms that let you build AI voice agents and they take care of everything, the thing is that their cost, the per minute cost, is quite a lot. And that means not every business can afford it, and especially when you're dialing in bulk, when you're calling hundreds of numbers, the per minute cost really matters. Keeping all of that in mind, the platform that we are going to use is going to be a one-stop solution for setting up your voice agent. It is going to cover everything from AI to voice to telephony. You don't have to worry about it, and its cost is going to be as less as $0.05 per minute. which includes everything. You just compare it with the other ones in the market, and it's, I think, 1/3 of the cost of what I have generally seen in the market. The provider that I'm talking about is Telnyx. Telnyx helps us build voice agents with ultra low latency, which is also because they own the telephony part of things. It connects to major AI models. You can easily switch between Claude, GPT, etc. for your voice agent. It is compliant with different licenses. Whenever I'm building outbound AI systems for my clients, Telnyx is my top choice. It offers the exact infrastructure that one needs. The cost is extremely affordable, the performance is great, and hence it makes the outbound system easy to scale. So our tech stack for today is going to be Claude Code and Telnyx. So Claude Code would be there to build the voice agent for us, and Telnyx is going to be our entire voice AI infrastructure. So let's start off by setting these up. So firstly, let's go to Telnyx. So I will include the link to Telnyx in the description and in the pinned comments. You can click on it and create an account with Telnyx. So I'm inside of my Telnyx account. Now it is free to get started, but Telnyx is a pay-as-you-go service. So it would be good if you add some credits in your wallet so that you can easily build the voice agent and test it. Next up, let's set up Claude Code. If you have it set up already, great. If not, it's quite easy to set up. Everyone has their own way of accessing Claude Code. Some people prefer downloading it, some people prefer the terminal. Completely up to you, same thing. But I personally use it inside of a code editor, which is VS Code. So all you have to do is you have to download VS Code. Don't worry, you are not going to code. It is just a workspace wherein we will be building this project. So simply download Visual Studio Code. Once you're inside Visual Studio Code, just click on Open and create a new folder. You can name it whatever, so that everything that we do throughout this project is all within this one folder and everything is organized. So all good there. After that, we are going to go to extensions and we will search for Claude Code. So download the verified one by Anthropic, and that's all. Now if you click on the Claude icon at the top here, Claude Code should pop up for you. So let me close the extra things here. And here we have Claude Code. If you're using it for the first time, make sure you sign in with your Claude account. So now if you send Claude Code a message, you should be able to get a reply. This works very similar to your everyday Claude chat, wherein you send a message and you get a response. The only difference is that Claude Code is better at coding related tasks. So we have set up Claude Code, we have set up Telnyx. So how exactly would Claude Code get access to Telnyx, and how would it be able to generate the voice agent for us? So this gap right here is going to be fulfilled by a plugin. So there is a Telnyx plugin that we can install inside of Claude Code, which will give Claude Code access to our Telnyx account. So here's Telnyx AI, which gives Claude Code, Cursor, Gemini, or any other coding assistant that you're using access to Telnyx via its MCP. And not only that, it also installs Telnyx agent skills, which makes Claude Code better at working with Telnyx. So there's this simple one-time setup that we have to do to install this plugin inside of Claude Code. After that, both of them would be connected. So I will include the link to this GitHub page in the description for you. From there, all you have to do is copy this first command under Claude Code, then come back to Claude Code and ask it to add Telnyx Marketplace to my project. And you can paste the command that we just now copied and send it. So that should complete step 1 for us. After that, for step 2, you can do some hand picking. So it's up to you if you want to install all of these plugins or if you want to hand pick. For instance, they have a plugin for Telnyx Voice, Telnyx WhatsApp, Telnyx Numbers, Telnyx AI. I am personally going to install all of them, but it's completely fine if you want to skip a few and only install some of them. So the marketplace is added. Now let's paste the second one, which is going to install all of these. Please install these plugins. Alright, so all the Telnyx plugins have been installed. Now we're going to open a new chat from the top right. And if I now go to manage plugins, I should be able to spot all of the Telnyx plugins. The next thing we have to do is we have to connect it to our Telnyx account so that it can access it and do things for us on our behalf. So I'm just going to ask it, can you access my Telnyx account? And it should be able to tell me that no, I don't have access to it as of now. So as you can see, it is asking for the API key. So let's go back to our Telnyx account and generate one. So right here, I'm going to go to API keys and then let's create a new one. I'm going to add the tag as AI, doesn't really matter. And let's create one. And let me give it the API key. So here's the API key. Okay, so the connection was successful. As you can see, it was able to look at my account and tell me the current balance, the assistance and things like that. So yes, both of them are now connected. So now let's finally start building. So inside of Claude Code, first I'm going to switch to the plan mode. So we're first going to plan the voice agent. After that, we're going to start building. So let me dictate my prompt here. Hey Claude, so the goal for today is to build an outbound AI caller, which basically calls a list of leads. We essentially want to use the Telnyx plugins to set up this voice agent on Telnyx end to end. So this is the basic prompt that we are going to send. After that, I'm going to tell it that interview me to understand my use case. And I'm going to send it. Now Claude is going to ask us questions that we have to give answers to. Based on that, it is going to plan the voice agent for us. So now it is referring to one of my previously set up voice agents. So I'm going to ask it to build a fresh assistant end to end. Next up, it's asking where does the lead list come from? So in case of this outbound AI caller, I want to upload an Excel file or a CSV file with a list of numbers. And this voice agent should call them one by one and speak to each one of them. So I'm going to simply select CSV. If you want to connect it to any other system, your CRM, etc., to fetch the leads, etc., that's also possible. For simplicity, we're going to go with the first option. Then it's asking after each call ends, what do you want back? So I would like to have the transcript and the recording. I would like to have some outcome fields. For example, if the call was successful or not, was there a call transfer, things like that. So I'm going to select these two. And next up, it's asking which countries will you be dialing. So let's go with US and India. Now it is asking us that what product or offer is this outbound AI caller going to pitch. So when it comes to outbound, usually it is about pitching. Maybe they showed interest and now you want to follow up with them, or they're completely a cold lead and you want to pitch a service. Alternatively, it could also be that you're setting this up for reminders. So whatever it is, at this point, we have to describe that. So I'm going to select other and I'm going to type it out here. So I'm going to tell it that this voice agent reaches out to warm leads that have already shown interest through our Instagram ads. So we're going to suppose that this company ran Instagram ads and the people that showed interest are the ones that this voice agent is going to call. Just to give it context, I've told it that we are a fitness center called GoFit and we want to reach out to interested leads and book a free demo slot. Now this is an example and a hypothetical case, but in your case, you have to describe your company and your goal when it comes to this voice agent. Then it's asking how exactly would you like to make the calls. So let's go with sequential, which is one at a time. If you have a larger list, you can also go with concurrent batch. Then it's asking that for India, do you have like real customers or is it just testing? So I'm going to just select that. I'm currently testing it on my own phone number. Next up, it is confirming the phone number. So every voice agent needs to have a phone number. When it will be calling your customers, which number will be shown on their screen. So right now it's telling that you don't own any phone numbers. And that's why we have to buy one. So you can choose which number you would like to buy, or if you would like to reuse an existing number. I'm going to select the first option because for me, it's more of a demo and it's the cheapest and the fastest way. It is going to buy the number from Telnyx itself. If you want to buy it yourself, you can go to Telnyx and purchase a phone number and you can tell Claude to use that number. As simple as that. Now it's asking regarding the demo slot. So if a customer agrees to it, then how does the booking happen? So again, it's completely up to you and it really depends on your workflow. So you can essentially connect it to your systems so that it books directly there or it adds information there. In this case, I would say that we want to capture that intent in a CSV. We offer 15 demo slots every Saturday. All right. Next up, the voice and persona. So I'm going to go with a female voice and on top of that, let's go with US English. If you have any other choices, you can tell it. The next question is what happens if the customer does not pick up the call? In that case, I'm just going to select leave a short voicemail. If you want, you can also ask it to set up a retry mechanism or a follow-up mechanism. Then it's asking details about the gym. So because it is hypothetical for me, I'm just going to tell it to invent them for now. But in your case, you should give it enough information about the business in case someone asks any question. Though in case of outbound AI callers, people usually don't ask questions as much as inbound, but still, you need to give it some detail. Okay, so Claude has come up with the plan for our outbound voice agent. As you can see, it has identified the problem that leads are coming in, but no one is calling them at the correct time to convert them, and hence we're building this voice agent. It's going to call a lead list, it's going to confirm the interest, it's going to book them into demo slots, capture their information, and update the CSV file. All on Telnyx. It is suggesting using Claude Haiku 4.5 as the AI model. Obviously, we can change that, but for now, I think it's fine. And then this is the voice it is going to use. It is also going to buy the phone number on our behalf. So it is mentioning the cost, which is $1 upfront and $1 per month. Then these are the decisions which we logged. It has written the entire basically plan of what all it will be doing along with the prompt of the voice agent. So I think it's a quite solid plan. If you want to suggest any changes, you can select the third option here and you can suggest those. But if you feel that this is a good starting point, then you can select the first option, which is yes and auto accept. Another thing I would recommend is switching to the auto mode so that it keeps on building. So now let's leave it for some time and let it cook, basically let it build the voice agent inside Telnyx. Alright, so the voice agent has been built. So it has created the assistant, it named it Maya, and the only thing was it couldn't buy a phone number because it thinks that my account is not upgraded or it's not eligible or something. So let's go back to Telnyx and let's see what it has built. So I'm going to go to AI and then assistants, and right here we have our assistant. So I'm going to edit this one. Alright, so here's the prompt for the assistant. Alright, amazing. So yes, it did set up the voice agent, as you can see. From here you can check the different settings, for example voice, we have workflows, then integrations. So good job on the assistant for sure. That saved us a lot of time. And now let's connect it to a phone number. So let me tell it that I have a paid plan because for some reason it thinks that I don't. And then I'm telling it to buy the phone number and attach it to the agent. If you look at the files here, it has created some files. For example, it has come up with a demo lead list. So that's nice as well. Okay, so it is blocking it because I need to complete an identity verification on this account. So let me quickly do that. So basically, if you come to settings here and then if you come to verify your identity, you should be able to verify it and then purchase the phone number. So I've completed the verification. Let me update Claude. Alright, so the phone number has now been bought and it has been assigned to our voice agent. So now we need to test the voice agent. So I'm going to ask it to arrange a phone call to this number. And let me add my phone number here. Okay, so I'm getting the call right here.
Hi Yashica, this is Maya from GoFit. You showed interest in us on Instagram. Is now an okay time for a quick 2 minutes?
Yes.
Awesome. So you filled in about weight training and group classes. Are you still keen to give us a try?
Yes, I'm interested.
That's great to hear. So we've got free demo sessions this Saturday where you get a tour of the facility, fitness assessment, and one class of your choice. Completely free, no card needed. Would Saturday morning work for you? Or are you more of an afternoon person?
Saturday morning works.
Perfect. How does Saturday 9:00 a.m. sound?
Alright, so the voice agent works. We got a call when I picked it up. It spoke to me. But two things. Firstly, it's very robotic. And secondly, the script isn't great. And it's also not pronouncing the time correctly. So let's work on those bits. And I think then the voice agent should be in a good shape. So first thing I would like to do is change the voice. Now I could ask Claude to change it, but I personally want to hear it and check out the options. So I'm going to go to voice. So they have a lot of options for you to choose from. For example, you can choose the provider. Then there are different voices you can choose from. They also connect with 11 labs. So let me try, let's say this one and save it. And then I'm going to test the assistant and I'm going to click on receive a call. I'm going to fill out the details and click on call. So I'm getting the call.
Hi Yashica, this is Maya from GoFit. You showed interest in us on Instagram. Is now an okay time for a quick 2 minutes?
Okay, so that voice was way better, and I think I'm going to stick to this voice for now. So going back to the agent, another thing I would like to do is I would like to change the model. So again, Telnyx helps you connect to a variety of AI models, and you can easily switch between them. You can also ask Claude to change it for you. So for the model, I'm going to change it to GPT 5.1 and save it. Next up, let's give Claude some feedback on the script and how it sounded so that it can make some changes to make it better. So I'm simply going to dictate my prompt here because it's going to be a long one. Hey Claude, I would like to give you some feedback on the test I did. So firstly, I'm not a big fan of the script. So since it is an outbound AI caller, the first thing it should ask is, am I speaking to name? Right? The second thing would be, are they available at the moment? And only after that should it pitch, right? But yes, in the first greeting, it should introduce itself that I'm calling from XYZ, is name available or something along those lines. And it should tell them that they had received an inquiry from their end or they interacted with their Instagram ad or something to let them know the reason why we are calling them. And then it should ask them if they are still interested in exploring that fitness class or getting enrolled in one of those classes. If they show any sort of positive intent, then it should talk about the demo class, right? That is how a conversation should go, and it should sound natural and human-like. Also, when it is pronouncing the time, it is pronouncing it as numbers, which is not what we want. We want it to pronounce it how humans usually pronounce it, right? So if you can fix all of that, then that would be great, and I will test it again to ensure it's working. So just like that, after your test, you can give it feedback and it will update the voice agent for you. You don't have to do anything yourself, just tell it what needs to be done. Okay, so I think it has fixed the call flow and the other things we mentioned. So let me ask it to call me on the test number I provided. Alright, so I'm getting the call. Let's see.
Hi, this is Maya from GoFit. Am I speaking with Yashica?
Yes.
Oh, hey Yashica. Thanks for picking up. Is now an okay moment to chat for a minute, or are you in the middle of something?
No, I'm available. We can chat.
Lovely. Thanks for letting me know. So you'd messaged us on Instagram about weight training and group classes. I'm just ringing to follow that up a bit. Are you still thinking about getting started with something? Or has that kind of gone on the back burner?
No, I'm still interested.
Nice. That's good to hear. What were you mainly looking for when you reached out? More the weight training side, or the group classes vibe, or a mix of both?
I'm mainly interested in the group classes that you offer. So I saw your ad and I think I would be happy to enroll.
Oh, brilliant. That makes sense. So what we usually do first is a free Saturday demo session, just so you can try us out before you commit to anything. It's a look around the gym, a quick fitness check, and then you can jump into one class of your choice. No card, no obligation. How does that sound to you?
That would be perfect. Actually, I would really like to try it out before I commit.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. It's nice to get a feel for it first. We've got a few spots this Saturday. There's 9 in the morning or 10:30 in the morning. Would either of those work for you?
Yeah, 9 works.
Great. 9 in the morning it is. What's the best email to send your confirmation to?
You can send it to yashica@gmail.com.
Oh, cool. Got it. Is that jessica@gmail.com? Just your first name, then @gmail.com?
Yes, my first name and @gmail.com.
Perfect. I've got that down. So for that session, what are you mainly hoping to get out of it? More general fitness, weight loss, strength, stress relief? What's top of your list right now?
Weight loss.
Yeah, weight loss is a really common one. Anything else you'd like the trainer to keep in mind, like low energy, stress, or any old injuries?
No, that's it. Okay, so the call ended. Now, one thing I know for sure is that the script has been improved. It's talking nicely. It's not very robotic and direct, which is a nice thing. The other thing is that I think the voice sometimes sounds a little off the road, I would say. So maybe we can look into that. And the last thing would be that it did not quite complete the call correctly and it directly cut the call. So those few changes and I think we should be good. So by the time I reached Claude, it already found my transcript and it said that the call went perfectly. So let me give it some feedback. Hey Claude, look at the last call I did and have a look at the ending. So after the booking, I don't know why it kept on asking for my goal, and it also didn't really complete the conversation before ending the call. So please fix the ending of each call. Also, if possible, can you turn off the expressive mode for this voice? Because sometimes it sounds very weird. Apart from that, I think we were good. It collects the email, etc. All good there. So yeah, just make these few changes and let me know and I'll test it again. Okay, so let me send this. And while you're testing your voice agent, make sure you test it from different angles. For example, if someone says that, no, I'm not available, call me later. Or if someone says, no, I'm not available on Saturday for a demo class, right? So check it against different scenarios, at least like 15-20 scenarios, and that should give you some nice feedback. And then tell Claude to update those, and after some iterations, it will get your voice agent to a place where it is ready to be launched. So that is usually the process that we follow as well. Okay, so it has fixed all of those. So let's do one more test. So let me ask it to call me again.
Hi, this is Maya from GoFit. Am I speaking with Jenny?
Yes.
Oh, great. Hi, Jenny. Is now an all right moment to talk, or are you in the middle of something?
It's fine, we can talk.
Lovely. Thanks, Jenny. So you'd messaged us on Instagram about trying out the gym and the classes, and I'm just giving you a quick ring to follow up on that. Are you still thinking about getting started with something, or has that gone on the back burner for now?
Yes, I'm interested.
Nice. That's good to hear. We've actually got a free demo session this Saturday. You get a look around, a quick fitness check, and you can try one class you like. No card or commitment at all. We've got a spot mid-morning or a little later. Would you rather come in earlier in the morning or closer to lunchtime?
Is it like free or is there a cost?
Yeah, good question. It's completely free for the Saturday demo. There's no cost, and we don't take any card details. So thinking about Saturday, would you prefer more like mid-morning or a bit closer to lunchtime?
Morning could work, yeah.
Oh, nice. Mornings are usually calmer here. We've got a spot around 9 in the morning or another one closer to 11. Would either of those work for you?
The slot at 11 would work, yes.
Great. 11 it is. So that's Saturday at 11 in the morning for your demo. To pop that in properly, what's the best email for you so I can send the confirmation over?
You can send it to jenny@gmail.com.
Got it. Thanks. Just to check, I've got it right. Is that jenny@gmail.com? All lowercase? Nothing in the middle? And then, before I let you go, what are you mainly hoping to get out of the session? More fitness in general? Weight loss? Strength? Something else?
I'm more focused on weight loss, and yes, that's the correct email.
Yeah, that makes sense. Weight loss is a really common one, and that email's nice and simple. The trainer on Saturday can chat with you about the best classes and plan for that. So you're all set for Saturday at 11 in the morning, and I'll send the confirmation through to jenny@gmail.com in a moment. See you on Saturday, Jenny. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Alright, so that was the call. It went quite well. A few things like at the end, it should have waited after collecting the email. Things you can ask Claude to fix quickly. So all good there. So now coming over to the outbound dialing. So right now it is all about chatting with Claude and giving it the numbers to call. Instead, what we can do is we can set up an app from where we can upload a list of numbers and it should be able to call them one by one and then show us the results. So let's ask Claude to quickly set up that front end of the app. Backend is already set up. Just give us like a good visual front end that we can use to call the customers. So I've started a new chat on Claude Code and let me tell it, hey Claude, the voice agent now works well and we're quite satisfied with it. Now, when it comes to outbound dialing, we need a front end to be able to upload a list or let's say test a number and see the results. Right now, it requires me to upload it inside of this project, which I think would not be very feasible for my team members. So can you please spin up a quick app, which is more of a front end for this outbound dialing that I can share with them and that we can easily use to call a number of leads and also manage a few more settings, etc. and just make it overall easy to use and easy to navigate. Not much is needed. It's only for internal purposes. All right, so let me send this. Now similarly, you can add more functions to this same app as well, like if you want to see all the call recordings, etc. in there. So you just tell Claude what you're looking for and it should be able to build it for you. For now, let's build this outbound dial-up and let's see how that works. Alright, so it has built it and this is the URL of the app, which is basically a localhost URL, and it has also set up a password, which is amazing. Alright, so here I am. Let me enter the password. Okay, so I'm in. Alright, beautiful. So here we can test a number. Okay, here we have the leads stored and I can upload another list. Here we have the results. Here we have the slot details. And here we have the settings. Actually, way more than I imagined. And that's a really nice thing. It is also updating the balance, etc. So let me just remove a few numbers from here. Let me just keep my number and let me click on call. Now here I can also choose how much time I would like to wait for before calling the next one. Beautiful. Amazing. So let me call it. Okay, so at the top we can see the status. Beautiful. I got the call and I stopped it as well. Amazing. And here they can update the slots. So just in one shot, Claude built this entire thing. And obviously you can test it and add more features, refine it. And this can be your ultimate outbound dialer system that you can share with your team and use internally, wherein you can upload lead list and you can call them and you can, control how you're calling them, etc. This connects directly with Telnyx. So because I did not pick up that call, it went to the voicemail, which we can also see here on the results. And whenever you're building things, you can obviously build and test through this functionality and you can see your live balance here. And just like that, we have completed our outbound AI voice agent setup that used Claude Code and Telnyx. If you haven't created an account on Telnyx yet, you will find the link to it in the description. Don't forget to use it. With the app that we built at the end, this entire setup is at least worth $5,000. The math is simple. This voice agent calls the customer as soon as they reach out, which is just going to increase the close rate. And if you run this voice agent for 1 month and if you do some multiplications around the number of appointments it booked, the number of deals it closed, you will see the ROI for yourself. And if you're selling it to a business owner, those numbers make complete sense for them and hence the investment makes sense for them. Similarly, you can set up not only outbound but also inbound voice agents using this exact same setup of Claude Code plus Telnyx. If this video was valuable and if you were able to learn how to build a voice agent that not only sounds good but also performs in the real world, then don't forget to like the video. From now on, all you have to do is refine the voice agent, test it, refine the app, and from then on, you just have to upload the list of numbers you would like to call to the app we built, and then it should be able to call the numbers one by one using Telnyx. If you want to work with our agency, if you want us to set up a voice agent for your business or your client, you can check out the link to our website in the description. If you want to get on a one-on-one call with me, you can check out the link to my consulting calendar in the description. If you want to see more content from my site, don't forget to follow me on LinkedIn as well as X. You can also send me a connection request on LinkedIn if you want to connect with me personally. So yeah, that's all I had to say. Don't forget to like the video, comment on this video if possible, hype it, and do subscribe to the channel. I will meet you in the next one. Till then, bye.